Your time here is limited, so do not waste your life living someone else's. Steve Jobs. Could you imagine a world without the influence and inventions of Steve Jobs? Think of all of the parts of your life that are branded with that little Apple logo. Would you be able to live your life as you do without those devices? Maybe one day we will know what it's like without these devices, but as of now, we cannot help but to revel in them. Today, I'll tell you about Steve Jobs, his impact, his inventions that are now household names. Did you know that Steve Jobs started out of his parents' garage with one of his fellow classmates? He started up his company with a friend named Steve out of his parents' house in Los Angeles, California. During their time in the garage, they conspired about their ideas, later piecing together computers and experimenting with technology. After reading about Steve Jobs and reading about his success, I feel confident enough to share with you what I have researched. Today, I'll be telling you about Jobs, his daily creations of the past, creations of today, and his unimaginable influence on the future. First, let us look at where it all started. According to California Community College's article on notable alumni, Steve Jobs was born to University of Wisconsin's graduates in San Francisco in 1955. They gave him up for adoption, and he was raised by his adopted parents, Clara and Paul. With his father, Paul Jobs, they messed around with electronics around their house, and that's where he found his love for electronics. In his free time, he would work at Hewlett and Packard with his friend Steve Wozniak. That is also where they would meet. According to nationalmetals.org, he and Steve Wozniak created Apple. Also, according to this website, they are widely known as pioneers of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s. Jobs, along with his co-founder, created the Apple II, one of the most highly successful, mass-produced personal computers on the market at this time. With this popularity, Jobs focused on the aesthetics and visual appeals of Apple products, targeting consumers to effectively market these products. Along with his success with Apple, Jobs also sold Pixar, which he had owned, to Disney in 2006, leading him to own about $4.7 billion of Disney stocks. According to California Community College's article on notable alumni, Jobs left the company and started Pixar. He then came back as the CEO and continued to improve upon the company, revitalizing it with new branding campaigns, products, and catching consumers' eyes. Jobs continued to make wealth off of the investments and other financial decisions. Jobs was awarded over 450 patents for technologies and was awarded for his ability to think critically and consider himself someone who lives amongst technologies instead of someone who produces them. Apple will continue to create products such as the MacBook Air, iPod, iPhone, and AirPods. According to Forbes magazine, Steve Jobs finally succumbed to cancer at the age of 56 on October 5th. With this, he left behind family, 4 children, and a legacy that changed computers, music, and technology. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Steve Jobs and how Apple came to be. Maybe one day you too can rewrite the way that we live our lives. Thank you.